Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
It was funny because I remember at the start when Nico kind of firstly got the rework or the kind of the change up of her abilities, everyone and everything was just changing at all times. Now that people are kind of used to it, you don't see as much craziness in the early game per se, but much more entertaining kind of setup if we went with that side.
Looks like we might get the entertainment now.
Yeah, we might. You can see Beishuan not enjoying the current setup of things. They are going to have a little bit of a fear, and about 2/3 of his health bar taken. There's a smite coming down. Wasn't exactly sure of who took that. I believe it was Xiaohao who got it. Yukal has roamed over. They will try and just burn him down. And yeah, Xiaohao had no support, no real way of going for this. The early flash from Beishuan to try and cover it means they're going to see Xiaohao just try to run away from this one here. He's still going on top of this, not quite able to take the trade. And first blood over to Yukal. Kind of notice the initial excitement from a lot of teams to be able to kind of take those Void Grubs. Weibo will know that they are known, but now Yukal doesn't recognize that he's being caught up in a little bit of a 3v1, and they will throw everything on him. Chris picks up the final kill.
Zone out, lighten Chris from turret means 1xn's lead is going to grow, sitting about 10 CS up right now. Ooh, we do have Cyclone, so Chris is going to have to be careful.
They do have it. They still have the Milio ultimate, and with the tidal wave going between the sticks, does land on the Aphelios. Flash by Crisp as a Cyclone does hit. Culling to try and do a little bit more damage, but Crisp was the target, and you cannot go back into that, but maybe Light just baiting it for us. You can see Xiaohao comes in with the paranoia. They get the kill on the 1xn. Now Beishuan has to back away, but he's already taking so many tower hits, and it will be another kill for Crisp. A bloodthirsty support.
You actually don't want to give this one up. Without the vision, though, it's going to be so hard to force your way through this.
Yeah, there's so much well set up vision, but the double TP is coming in for both top laners. We might see it after the fact. They're going to go for the pop loss, and they landed on the 2. There's going to be the Moonlight Vigil, but at this stage of the game, it just doesn't do a lot of damage. The Nico trade for the Nami as they look to try and make this fight work. The Paranoia come in, try and dissuade any kind of a re-engage. They don't have any more, but the Shockwave is fantastic coming out here from Yukal, and they take down the fed Chris, but they need to be able to get onto this Aphelios. Their health bars are so low. The Aphelios is looking for a little bit. They're all so low with the barrier, but there's just too many here, and there's a quadra kill for Yukal. Triumph proc from killing off a member of Weibo, and was able to kind of survive from it. So these are the small little differences that if you don't take that fight, it changes how the game has to be played. You can see the verdant barrier being hit by the rocket belt.
Especially on Xiaohao being able to find 1xn.
Yeah, Xiaohao has been discovered. They know exactly where it is. Half-baked piece of flash in, Cyclone, and the Shockwave as well. Tidal Wave to try and complement it again. The Pop Blossom from Xiaohao was just to defend himself. He needed the shield to survive, and now the rest of Weibo have realized they're not in a great position. That's a big Moonlight Vigil, but it's just not big enough. The damage isn't there, like you called, Lyric. And TT, they waited, they bided their time. They only get 1 kill, but they get the prize of the Dragon.
Yeah, still though, it's going to be difficult for them to walk back into this mid lane with how big
Xiaohao
it is, but
Xiaohao
doesn't care.
Oh, he doesn't quite get the damage down. One more of the double tap, and that's going to be a kill confirmed. Crisp in a lot of trouble. Flashes over to the Brambleback. And TT, they're
fire and the healing coming through from Chris, but Flash to follow through from 1xn with the double tap, and he completes it. My God.
Oh, Xiaohao. He's just dead. No flash, no way out. He just burned it in the last replay we saw, and he's been caught out again. A near 5,000 gold lead. 2 dragons to 1.
No, I think it'd be too hard, as we're going to see here. Xiaohao just was going to go face check a brush. Right before he did that, the Orianna reveals itself anyway. Didn't matter. He was already
TP. They're looking for TT, as we're going to see now 3v4 as they look for a little bit more. There's going to be a flash away, no Shockwave available. The Cyclone doing decent damage. I don't know why we're looking at the Nami, but we're going to try and get everybody back into this fight. There's Yukal finally going down, a big shutdown over to the side of Light, but Crisp is in no man's land. They will get hit by the Tidal Wave, and it's a 2 for 2. At the end of it all, TT, despite being caught out, they just lost the Orianna flash, and that was about it. Now mid lane under threat, and almost certainly to be taken. Dragon spawning and for a little bit of a flank.
Trying to find one, but they got to worry about a flank from.
They know where he is.
One of their own.
Here we go. They're going to look for it now. They're going to try and burn down. Xiaohao pops down the Paranoia. Here we go into the pit. Can they get anything off this? The Tidal Wave is good. The Baron down at 1800 HP. Finally gets taken. The Moonlight Vigil is massive. Can they get the Pop Blossom onto anybody? It's a weird trade of 2 for 1. Xiaohao looking for the angle, just could not find it. It will be the Baron over to Weibo.
Weibo might be able to equalize the gold lead. There's still a ton of standing gold on the map for them, right? They've taken no turrets yet, so this will be their first down ZDZ to buy time, so they go down, but you got a Baron.
Yeah, you take that trade every day of the week. This will be
good heads-up calling. And hell, that's one thing we saw from Weibo, even their game one against RA, where they were struggling. Just very clever, very decisive, and
needs to land onto Light. I feel like with the amount of healing and shielding and just general sustain he's going to have, it's going to be so difficult going. He's going to walk into Hoya and straight away know that there's already going to be something there. TT getting themselves a turret and then moving into that one there. That was
playing on a knife's edge.
Yeah, we're going to see where they're going to go. This could be the final fight of the game. Tidal Wave to try and get them off the Dragon. The Paranoia comes in, stolen. No way you can go for a Pop Blossom, lands onto 2, and they will burn down the Orianna. The Fed Orianna has gone down, but the Lucian's still got a fair bit of damage. Now the Aphelios can really start to ramp up. They're chasing down Hoya. Won't get the Dominic's regard here for 1xN and a redemption over to Chocho. But yeah, that's Dragon, that's Baron, and this is kind of...
Because you need Baytron to use that Cyclone, and if Baytron has to focus on like smiting the Dragon, he isn't healing. Happened, and now, I mean, gold completely even. Light having GA.
Oh! Doesn't matter though, because they still had everybody else ready and able to jump in on top of Xiaohu. Paranoia not going to help him out there, but the Tidal Wave could be good here. Going to knock away everybody from helping out ZDZ, who's just kind of by himself. Finally goes all out to bring away Beishuan from the fight. They are trying to see if they can maybe kite this one out. This is a 5v4, and Weibo are not deterred just yet. They're still pumping out some serious damage. Green and white, fantastic for just kiting in these situations. Hoya taking so much damage. Will still get hit by the Q, but will not go down in the rest of this one here. Yucal looking to maybe catch a straggler middle. Everyone posturing out. They're taking a bit of poke here. Xiaohao needs to be very careful. Here they go. They're going to try and make this one work. Paranoia comes in, but the soul has been claimed by TT. Pop Blossom on the backside. Land onto the primary targets. 1xN has to flash away. Chocho will pick up a kill onto Xiaohu. And if TT can get out of this with all of their lives and the soul, that's a massive win with how that fight starts. They're still going to feel like they can take these fights.
I mean, Weibo now, I mean, with Light, full items Light, having the Elixir, kind of having, right, a higher DPS build than the Lucian. They're going to be looking for Beishuan. Yeah, they're looking for Beishuan, who's a little bit isolated away from his team, and they're going to have to accept that he's just dead. No jungler now for this Baron. Weibo will turn and burn for the big purple worm. And TT, they need to fight this. They can't let this go. It's too late in the game. It's 45 seconds on their jungler. They're looking for another fight. Looks like Yucal does have the shockwave. Oh my god, with that damage, he almost got it as well. Xiaohao does. While they're sieging down this turret. I mean, 2 more auto attacks you would imagine. Yeah, they can even let the cannon take it, to be perfectly frank, and they will do just that. So, base broken onto TT. Hoya taking a fillet late in the game with the Baron up helping the side of Weibo. They should be able to take this tier 2. You're not going to throw away your game. Seconds. Now, Elder started and spotted. TT moving cautiously. Hoya has found Xiaohu. ZDZ getting poked down a little bit. Does have the rounds to go for this. Elder's getting taken so low. They don't actually know where it is, and they eventually take it down. That's going to be an Elder buff over to Weibo. TT just didn't know what was happening, and now Beishuan trying to run away, but will just be taken out of his GA from here. It doesn't even have a GA, excuse me. That's going to be Xiaohao's one there, and now Hoya running for the hills. I feel like TT, their indecision was a decision, and they may have just lost the game. It was weird because I like the decision of Hoya marking Xiaohu, right? It feels like Xiaohu would be the more important piece in that situation, but Baytron and the other members, not just like... go for this Paranoia again. I mean, you have multiple GAs up. I don't even, like, even if you do take the shockwave, a few of those members will be able to come out alive on the opposite side. Oh my god! Cullen's gonna do a lot. Yeah, that was a hell of a lot of damage, and a reminder to Weibo that they can't just walk in all willy-nilly, but they still have the Elder for a minute and 15 seconds, actually 10 seconds now. The Baron is spawning, but they're looking for maybe a little bit of a fight. No Moonlight Vigil, the shot. Oh, the Pop Blossom not quite there. The Shockwave haven't been used just yet, and Xiaohu is dead. That's a big kill now, and he's dead for 60 seconds. TP comes in to try and maybe dissuade some kind of re-engage. Moonlight Vigil lands onto Yucal, but that's about it. He'll heal, he'll shield, and he'll be fine. 4 people in the side of Weibo now turn and burn and maybe go for the Baron. Wait, TP, they're going to end the game. He's going to end the game. He's going to look to try and make sure they can't go for it. And he's just stopping anyone from recalling. So Yucal, taking matters into his own hands, is going to break the base, get an inhibitor. And at minimum, it's now TT who have control over the Baron. What is this game, Lyric? I don't know, but it's like now UCal doesn't have that TP. It is a straight up 4v4, but
there's no
Xiao
Nocturne
Hao,
here.
He's not going to block.
Morellos for TT. It's a weird game when the Nami support's picking up a Morellos, a third item, but a TP on the backside. This could be it. Xiaohu has an opportunity. Xiaohu has everyone in his clutches, and the Lucian is dead. The rest of his team will fall. ZDZ brings Hoya right back towards UCal, and Weibo, they don't want to end the game right now. They want to end your life, TT. They want to make sure that you don't come back and bring this game any further on, but Weibo, they need to figure out the objective. Shockwave is good as they turn to try and burn, but that's ZDZ going down. Hoya still not going to drop. He's a very, very tanky man, but Weibo, they're just distracting from the real distraction or the real objective here, which is the end of the game, and it looks like they're going to be able to do it, but Hoya still fighting with Xiao Hao. I don't know who wins this 1v1, but it doesn't look like it's Xiao Hao. Doesn't matter. The Orianna has been able to kill the Nico, and this game has been bonkers, and in 48 minutes it will go in Weibo.
To the Rumble right now, should be fine playing by himself, but this does leave the potential of the LeBlanc coming through for TT, but no, actually this
Burnt there by Beishuan. Now they know that he's going for that full dive. TP is available for Xiaohu if he wants to go for it. They haven't taken anything just yet. A flash away, tanking the turret. Beishuan gonna go down. I talked about diving.
Oh, no.
You just can't do that against an H-Hawk. Yeah, ZDZ recognized it as well, so Beishuan comes in. Doesn't even have to use his smite really if he doesn't want to, but yeah, just gonna get it confirmed there. ZDZ though, no flash, and UCal's moving over. They're gonna be able to get a pretty easy kill here onto the Aatrox, and after we sang his praises, he just stays a little bit too long. Clockwork wind up picks that one up. UCal gets a very similar.
because I feel like in the straight 4v4, Weibo should be slightly stronger. Culling already up.
Chocho taking about half his HP down. That dragon almost confirmed just yet. No vision here for TT to really confirm that they can go in for that fight. If they knew how low that was and how separated Weibo were in terms of the positioning, they may have... Codex just stacking up some AP and cooldown. As we see now, UCal, he's getting put into the bounce house just a little bit. The Cataclysm comes in to finally get him down. He had a little bit of a shot. Got an opportunity. Welcome to the bounce house. Nothing you can really do here as UCal. Oh, we're going back live.
Full
the flash
flashes.
is already. Yeah, we're gonna see the equalizer come down. The rest of his team are coming in. They will get the kill, and now ZDZ can maybe turn and burn for Beishuan. He's gonna flash over the backside of the pit, you would imagine, and keep his life. They're gonna try and re-establish some control in their bot side in terms of vision, but even that's play. They're not really stepping up to where they need to step, and now, oh my God, he's got the paranoia. He's only gonna be able to get to use it now, but I mean, it's just so difficult to make this one land. They're gonna try and jump onto light. They will kill him off, but just about, and it is gonna be a turret taken to the top side as Weibo had top side pressure.
All right, we highlighted the item differences that came out before that play, but TT now looking to set up a bit of a bait. Paranoia has come back up.
Oh, the shockwave combination lands on the 3. They will put down the Cataclysm though to make sure nobody gets out of there. You don't take our life and you don't get out for free, but now a TP coming in, that's going to be equalizer.
Oh, he has equalizer. This is going to be scary. They're going down.
They're going for Xiao Hao, but he's a little bit isolated now, and now Hoya finds himself just not really in a position to take this, and now he's going to be turned on and burned down himself. He's going to look for maybe a little bit more off this. He goes into the overheat. ZDZ 3-1. Hoya just got left.
Xiaohu was single-handedly zoning them off, and I get he has an Emperor's Divide. Even if they did like rush forward, he could push them back. But, yeah, and it's been little trap plays like that that have been working so well. Now moving forward, right, 3-1-0. Especially when you're running a comp that does have a lot of burst in it. I mean, again, you have one XN who's going to be there putting out that DPS.
Oh, they're going to try another shockwave combination, but it doesn't land.
Oh.
He sombreros. Welcome to the holiday home, because now they can turn and burn, but will I died off to the side. If they can kill off Beishuan, though, it could be massive. Maybe they look for the Baron with no jungler available. TP coming in. They're looking for a flank. The tidal wave here to try and separate them off. 1XN is by himself, but he wants to fight 1v1, but he's not being allowed to. He'll try and heal on the several, and the raid boss that is ZDZ taking on everybody. Scrappy. He won't hit himself on the Q, and a bit of supportal combat right at the end. Not quite going to go the favor of Chris, but he's still chasing him down. This is such a scrappy and separated fight. Again, Xiaohu finally goes down after no way he got out with that HP. Yucal will be brought back down to his knees as ZDZ picks up a double. Weibo thriving in the chaos, and even in a 4v5, they come out trumps.
How unfortunate for the side of TT, because once again, they're the team being here to reinforce him. It's enough to go on, and I was going to say, you know, do we really need to follow the rest of the fight? It kind of does just evolve.
No, because we got another one to go straight back into. Shockwave does land, but Beishuan is dead. You can see Hoya trying to move forward onto this, but he'll go down as well. Light will be sacrificed, but it is a 2-for-1 trade. They still have the raid boss ZDZ, 7-1-1. This H
mountain gold going over. They're huge now. 6K gold lead. They can start pivoting. Is safe for TT.
Oh, the paranoia though from Beishuan. There's going to be the tidal wave just in case. ZDZ going to be the one they're going on to, but again, he's the raid boss. That 1Q does a hell of a lot of damage, but they do get their man.
Xiaohu doing enough damage, and my god, is this going to be a two-man army zoning them off? It looks like they can.
They can indeed. They don't have full vision of exactly what's going on. There's the equalizer down onto the Baron. 1xN has to use the barrier, but they're going back in. It's a smite fight, and TT come out when the shockwave comes back, but it's not going to be able to get enough on top of it. They will trade back Beishuan, but you take that trade any day of the week. And Hoya is 2-4, and he might be 2-5 in a moment. He's going to try and maybe get out of this. Doesn't have TP, and doesn't really have an escape plan right now. He is going to get almost 1v1, to be perfectly honest. Look at the damage from ZDZ. He's going to be able to get killed off right now. Equalizer went down onto the wave. That was basically the line-up with the rest of your team, with the rest of your engage. Beishuan looking for something here. You can see the balls on top of him. The shockwave won't land on the primary targets just yet. They'll get the tidal wave to disengage. Beishuan gets dunked on by Xiaohu as a cataclysm brings him down. That's the Elder pretty much confirmed. Weibo will take them on that one engage, and sadly for them, it did not equal anything for them. And now 1xN, he's in a bit of trouble there. He's on a full backup right now with ZDZ. They're cutting them off. They're stopping their escape.
Yeah, and you can see on the minimap, Light's still going to be the one. Oh, actually, it looks like they're all going to make their way over again.
They're going to get the flash out of it. There's Xiaohu going in with the Emperor's Divide. Doesn't need any more introductions. Good shockwave to come out here from Yucal, but you guys are on the wrong side of the map, and the Elder Dragon's Roar will ring in your ears. Lights will burn you down as you try to go against them. The darkness shall not prevail. Light will keep kicking up kills.
Not letting you escape. You are going down and now going to really start breaking open the space. But 1xN up now, Yucal going to be up.
The next fight might be the last one, because Baron going to be confirmed here as well. You still have 40 seconds left on the Elder for the whoever has it still on. Happy with the way things are going right now. Just monstrous, especially like someone like Xiaohu on this Jarvan. Very active, 4-0 and 12. And Hoya, he's looking for a flank, and he might be able to get a good equalizer, but this is it. This is your final fight.
Yeah, and it's just going to be all about this, waiting for Weibo to group up more, but they're giving Weibo
go
a lot of space to play with.
You gotta go. You gotta do something. Here we go. Shockwave into equalizer. Nothing to have, and they will just burn and turn and get everyone absolutely smashed from TT. Crisp won't even fall. It'll be 3 kills, maybe 4 or 5 if they can take down Yucal, but it does not matter. The game is over. The series is done, and Weibo